Rockin' Larry Lockin', the Larry Lockin' 1 channel at Pleiadian Express Productions / YouTube, along with our other fine channels, 2 through 5, Larry Lockin' 2 channel, and onward up through 5, with different handles on them. You can check those all out at Facebook by going to Rockin' Larry Lockin' social media outlets or typing in the Larry Lockin' Network. It'll tell you where you can find us everywhere there is to be found. Okay, first of all, before we get started here, I would like to bring into your consciousness, awareness, perception, this book in the background. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record if you've heard me before. It's worth taking a look at, trust me. These two are great. They're going to put out a few more great books together, I'm sure of it, and each on their own. They're wonderful. They're really wonderful souls. I don't know really what I could say about them, because anything that I could possibly say about them wouldn't do it justice. I mean, because people use things for a cliche. People use words for a cliche. I mean, all I'm going to say is that they're wonderful in every other great possible cliche that you could think of as souls. And they're all about the cause, people. They are all about it. They are down with it 100%, and that's what their life's mission is. And they're focused, and they know it. Both David and Francesca, they know what their mission is. They're very, and as brilliant and as wonderful as you will find them to be if you interact with them. They're very, how do I put it? They're very humble people, extremely humble. I mean, they don't even I don't even think the world would want to know how powerful they were if they really let on. You know, they're amazing. Book's amazing. The books are very simple, user-friendly read, but when I say simple, oh no, I don't mean simple in context. Heck no. No, this book is wonderful. This book is enlightening. For a really super ascended mind, what it's going to do for you is it's going to reaffirm in a clearer way what you already know, and then it's also going to add it, even for somebody like you, it's going to add a few things for them. You know, and I'm talking about somebody who's way ascended in the mind. You know, it's even for them. Great book. Okay, well, let's get into it, shall we? Here's the story of a guy named Larry. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so sometime back, I had, and I mentioned this on the last show too, I had the Pink Pleiadian collective on, I had Fucaisja on from the collective, that Pink Planet. Well, I had been channeling for years and years, since December 28th of 2010. Okay, yeah, Larry, come on, get with it. But until here, just a few months back, all my channelings were direct conscious telepathy went on, except I did have 3 occasions, and I mentioned this, where I did it in complete trance, and one of them led to me doing a 2-part comedy series, which one's only 2.5 minutes long, the second part is only like 5, so it's not even 8 minutes total, and it's called The Insomniac Stalker. That's not me, that's the Pleiadians put me completely up to it. I did both of those in trance. Also, there's an 8-minute meditation I do called Honoring the Divine Feminine Goddess. It really was popular, but my soon-to-be ex-wife, we've been separated about 2 years, she asked me not to play it, not to show it anymore, and until about, several months back here, this year, I had never heard more than a minute or so of it, ever. I just didn't listen to it for some weird reason. And then I did. Now I understand why. It's not anything insulting, but it's very provocative in one part, and I don't even remember. Like I said, she said I just got it, popped up out of bed, ran to or strutted to the computer, and started it and did it that day. Put my headset on, and away I went. But other than that, it's all been conscious telepathy, except I've had 8 contacts with 8 different human races from the Pleiades. This happened over a 10 or 11 day period, people. I'm not kidding. I've talked about it in a previous episode of how it happened. It's in the video section, okay, and how it went down. Now, the first two contacts were in a dream state. I'd never had that happen consciously before in a dream state. The 2 were with the pink first and the purple collective. The other 6 were through conscious telepathy. I wouldn't say trance, but a really pretty intense mind meditation where I was, I guess you might even be able to say I was kind of in trance, but I was still aware, if you know what I mean. It wasn't like trance where I was, those other 3 situations I was talking about. But, so I got to thinking, I'd asked Fucaisja if maybe I was going to hear from the Purple Collective, or one of them again, another one of them again, to do a show, or that maybe they might have some words of wisdom. And she said that she didn't know, maybe. And I figured I would expect a contact. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to make it a mission, sort of a mission, to at least do one kind of, get one channeling on air from each one of these each one of these human races from the Pleiades. And it wasn't the purple one I thought of next. I was thinking about the purple, and then the blue ones came to mind. Now, the crystal blue one first came to mind to do, and then the blue Pleiadians, which were kind of their skin tones are totally different. The crystal blue Pleiadians are a really, I won't say they're a complete light crystal, but yeah, they're a fairly light, luminous crystal, which luminous, pay attention to that name for a second. And then the other Pleiadian humans that are blue, they're a darker blue. They're kind of a royal blue, just a shade lighter maybe than a royal blue. And they reside in a planet around Taygeta. It's kind of southeast of Taygeta, but not very far. Now, these particular beings here, well, you're going to find out where they're from. They'll repeat it. I'm sure she'll repeat it. Whoever she is, one of them's coming through to me, and I just got a vision of her. That's it. I got a vision of her, and I was directed completely. I was entranced to go find a picture, and she said, good enough. But she's going to state who she is and where her planet is located. It's a little bit southwest of Alcyone, is my understanding, kind of going over on that route off the cluster, over towards Pleione and Atlas, the two, the mother and father star. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into it here. I'm going to take a drink of water, take a drink of water. Yeah. Okay. So, the next time you hear a voice come out of my mouth, it's going to be from her. Hello, Larry. Hello, sweet souls of Earth. My name is Blumeness. Yes, Blumeness. Larry, that is my name. Well, that's a pretty name. That's kind of, I like that. Blumeness. Blumeness. Like, instead of Bluminate. Larry, something like that. We are so excited that we had the opportunity to have contact with you in a dream, that you were in a dream state and had contact as well with the Pink and the Purple Collective. Fucaisja from the Pink Collective was right when she said that we do too. We studied through dream and meditation. We seek out humans throughout the universe besides the ones that are here in our star cluster. And we're not even 100% sure that we know. We come from the we operate out of the 7th dimension here. A lot of the human races are in the 6th, but we are not even sure that we know of all the human races that are in our own star cluster. There is 1,000 or so Earth-like planets, like you have been told, here in the cluster. That's just Earth-like planets. But I wanted to get into a message today we have for you from the Crystal Blue Pleiadian Collective. First of all, let it be said and stated, we are overjoyed and overcome to be able to connect with you. We know, we've studied you, we've watched you, you might say, almost like you might watch television. We've watched you in our dreams and our meditations. We have noticed the swirl of intense energies that have hit your planet, that have caused a little bit of discontent and a little bit of division. We just urge you simply, dear souls, to recognize these expressions. Recognize these thoughts. Recognize these notions from the collective. They serve to mirror the unaddressed, the forgotten, the shadows that are still overlooked, that are not dealt with. Within that, there is an unfolding. There is an awakening happening in disguise. The old is being cleansed. Systems and rigid structures that you have known for millennia are being crumbled away, are being chipped away. Please understand, sweet souls, our sweet light workers and starseeds, this is a turmoil, you might call it. This is not meant to saddle you with fear or despair. but to encourage you to embrace the internal shift that you are going through. This allows peace to come from within. In the face of external chaos, you must work to keep your inner landscape grounded. Honor your sovereign space. Honor your sovereignty as a being, as a star being from the universe. Continue to show your resilience, your tenacity, your intensity. We are asking you at this time to go deeper and deepen your connection to that sovereignty, to that peace, that innerness, the greatness, so you can better navigate these swirling energies around you. Now more than ever, it is time that you embrace the slow, the calmness. Embrace the calmness. Make a concerted effort to slow down and pay attention to the slowing down. Pay attention to the movement of it. Do not let it bait you. Rather, let it serve as a doorway to return. Return to that calmness that resides in the core of all that is you, your multidimensional self. This is not to be passive. This is an active situation. This is not for you to be passive. We are not telling you to. We're simply just telling you to remain calm and in your zone, so to speak. We understand that your planet is being hit with the most intense energies you've probably had in quite some time. We would say nothing like this, and our host has said this too. We would say nothing like this has hit Earth for maybe 10 of your years. So it's very, very important that you stay in that calm, sovereign space so that you can perceive beyond the chaos, beyond the noise of your 3D existence. You could say, you might even take this one to your so-called proverbial bank, that this sort of chaos was needed. It was needed for humanity to reach this point. Yes, that is one way to look at it. Another way, another thought on this, perhaps you may begin to recognize the ancients, the wisdom, and you know that it's there, this wisdom that echoes through your soul. Remember, and the proof is all around you. It doesn't matter whether you look to the Bible, which we realize is very suspect at this stage, the Quran, the Kali Yuga. Conflict is a definite cycle. It's a merry-go-round. You know, it's just round and round you go. And sometimes it hurts us. We hurt for you because we'll say what's been said 1,000 times from Pleiadians to you. Your ancestors were our ancestors. Yes, Larry, I know you're wanting to chime in with something. Why don't you go ahead and say what you have to say, please? Blumeness, yes, your ancestors were our ancestors, and you know what I'm talking about. Today is our portal, 11-11-11. I have my story from coming from Lyra and settling in the Pleiades, but I also have some information on who seeded every humanoid in our galaxy, from the reptilians to the Pleiadians, to the Lyrans, to the Arcturians, to Earth humans, who started that a couple of billion years ago. Yes, Larry, we know all about that. Be careful, please be careful with that information, what you know, okay? There's a lot of little twists and turns too besides that. Blumeness, okay, take it back away. I'll take that under advisement. These cycles of conflict, what they do is they hold a promise to you of a culmination. Trust, my friends, that what you are witnessing now is necessary. It is necessary, this upheaval, a dissolving of outdated structures to make way for a new paradigm of light. You may wonder, how can peace be a culmination when every corner of your planet seems to be ignited with tension and stress? The answer is simply, it does. It really begins each day by grounding in your heart. Grounding it deep into the earth connection, into an earth connection. Connecting to her life source, her energies. This is a reminder from the galaxy that while storms may come, the roots that tether your earth are deep and strong. Let these rods drop the earth's strength. Let it drop Mother Gaia's strength. Mother Gaia is strong. Mother Gaia in her ascended form is a crystalline sphere. Draw up from these roots. Like a tree draws water from the deep underground, fortifying its branches to withstand any storm. We also encourage you to remind yourself to breathe deeply, allowing each breath to cleanse. Cleanse your mind. Renew your spirit. Make time for breath. We know that others have said this too. We are starting to hear the drum being beat louder for the breathing. It's always been told to you, but it's always been told to you usually with other, in other, how do we say the words? It has been told to you as a side subject, with meditation and stuff like that. We are talking about simply just working on your breath patterns, and that's what a lot of our fellow collectives out there throughout the cosmos are also talking about as well. Do like we do. Breathe like you're breathing in crystal. Bring in crystalline light. Let it enter your body, clearing away the confusion. Let it just pop away at the confusion. And let it erase those doubtful fears. Let that light expand through every fiber of your being. That innate that lies within you. That innate that is just pure love, that is not used to being touched by chaos. It is touched by chaos. When you breathe out this love energy, after you breathe in the crystalline, you are clearing that. You are clearing the chaos from that innate. This is a place that true peace can radiate. It can create waves that touch the world in ways that cannot be seen. Spiraling reach. It has a spiraling unseen reach to the collective field, to the collective consciousness, which is going to begin to shift. Know that your own peace, your own calmness, your own harmony, it influences those around you big time. It does, especially for us, you starseeds. I would say us too, but we're talking about you that are stationed on Earth right now. This can create an energetic harmony that helps dissolve discord. I mean, if you were to do this just for your family, this can set off a chain reaction with enough people, enough souls, sweet souls, doing this. It sets off a chain reaction. And what you do is you play a major role. Couldn't do it without you. You play a major role in anchoring in new frequencies. You're supporting the transition of Mother Gaia into the 5th dimension, and hopefully soon after 6th. Yes, it is true. We are rooting for you to become a 6th-dimensional planet. Possibly within your own existences there, in this realm. And we want to say one thing. Us Pleiadians, we're very calm and loving, but we can be warriors. We're not looking for another galactical war. but we're not one to back down either. So we just tell the dark ones simply, we love you and don't you push it no more. Don't push it no more. This does not mean that you disengage from the world. You have to do your work in the 3D world. You have to shine your light, but it does not mean that you just avoid it. That's not a good thing. Please do not use the higher dimensions as a feel-good story unless you're willing to work it out in the 3-dimensional level first. Because we can tell you, dear ones, it's probably not the best idea. Do not disengage. You are here to walk with light, to open people's minds to what is happening, yet not be consumed by the events. Be aware. We know this has been told to you. Be aware. Be aware, be very aware, but don't focus a lot of your energy towards it. Just know that it's there. Know that it's there and leave it. Understand it. Knowing this, knowing how to live your existence in that way will carry you through any storm. You will be, and the more that you realize this in those scenarios, you will be unshaken by the fluctuations of this outer world that you're around. We encourage you to view each challenge that comes your way as an opportunity. Your connection to the divine, to the source flow of all that is that consciously goes. With every movement, with every moment that you choose to react this way, to be peaceful, to be calm, to shine your light, you build a resilience. You hold compassion in place of judgment. And what that, and our host has mentioned this, what that allows you to do is actually really judge. And we don't mean judge like you think. When you hold compassion instead of judgment, you are aware already. Any scenario you would be asked to give a take on, you're already 80% aware of it. So you know every innate possibility, and you're not hampered in your decision making by judgment, by preconceived notions, by prejudices. You have none of those. Very little, or if not no ego, no judgment, or very little. So therefore, that compassion can tell you just about everything you need to know, and when you hear the couple things you don't know, it ties it right together, and you already knew it anyway. If that makes sense to you, sweet souls. Continue to strengthen that vibration of unity. Every act of calmness is an invitation for others to be reminded that their own divinity needs to be awakened. That they need to start focusing more on a capacity for peace, regardless of the noise and the claptrap from the outer world, as you would say. Sweet, dear souls, we are with you. We are holding the light steady. We're holding our own blue crystalline light steady. We are guiding you. We are spiraling this to you, to your planet. When it hits your planet, you may see little tiny air bubbles once in a while. If that those come from us, other Pleiadians and other star systems, I'm sure as well. But ours are trying to anchor. What that's doing, we need to clarify. What we're trying to do, our intent with those, is to try to crystalline your planet and get it towards our goal by doing that is to move you into the 6th dimension. We're just going to be very frank and blunt with you as to why we do that. So I'm not sure my council would like that if I divulge that, but I think it's okay. We will be there in subtle ways to remind you when you're feeling tired and weary and like life is just too much here. We will help. Together we will illuminate. I myself will bluminate. That's a little humor. We do have a lot of humor in the Pleiades, but I'm coming to you today with a serious message out of love. Let us together illuminate a path of peace, a destiny that cuts through that cuts through the fear and the jadedness. With each step taken, the collective can accelerate, and the vision of a peaceful Mother Gaia draws near. Feel your connection. We know that most of you do, dear souls, but acknowledge it. Just when you hear this, acknowledge it. Acknowledge your connection. Feel your connection with other light workers across the planet. I know many of you know them on social media. Connect with them. Go inside and connect with them, and just be grateful that they came into your life as they are you coming into their life. Even as this planet around you appears chaotic, separated, you, and you know this, sweet souls, you know this. You're connected. You are connected. It's real. What you're seeing and feeling, it is real. It is as real can be. You are connected, starseeds and awakened souls. You are anchoring in the light. You're anchoring in the love. You're anchoring in that calmness in your own unique way. Feel this connection. Feel your heart center. Feel your heart drop. Feel it like a grid of light, like a grid of crystalline light spanning the planet, linking you to countless others who share your thoughts, who share your mission of an awakening, of ascending a planet. You are the builders. You are your own creator gods. You are the gods you have been waiting for. You are those gods. You are you. Who is God? It is you. Who are you? You are God. You are sowing the seeds of love. You are sowing the seeds of love, dear souls. Remember, this mission is not about eradicating the dark. Well, it is, but it isn't. But don't get caught up in just that. We have noticed a lot of souls that go down that path. Embrace all that arises with love and understanding. Be aware of it. We are not saying to give your power over. Oh, no. Think every now moment through, dear ones. Understand the path of peace is one of togetherness, allowing all energies at every level to return to a steadiness, to return to a calmness. Striking this sort of calmness, this sort of inner balance, is an ongoing interaction with existence itself. The blending of dark and light and dark into peace. Into peace as true. What this does is this brings on unity, true togetherness. This will reflect the extreme connected nature of the cosmos. Hold these visions close, sweet souls. Let it be your tutorial, so to speak, to help weave you through times of extreme change. Allow your heart energy to be the sanctuary where this calmness and stillness resides. Turn it into like a refuge, you might say, that none of the claptrap from your outer world can penetrate. Watch as this blossoms. Watch how it touches every soul that you come in contact with. Be in tune with that. Dear ones, everything is just energy. Everything just comes right down to love, energy, love, consciousness, awareness. Love really is the key. True love, true unjudgmental love. It unites like no other energy. It is long since been time, don't you think, to come together right now over you and me? We think so, dear souls. You know what you're here to do. Anchor mother, anchor mom in, anchor mother Gaia in to those high frequencies of the fifth dimension. We'll worry about, you let us worry about getting you into the sixth at this stage. You worry about anchoring in those higher fifth dimensional vibrational frequencies that are just popping in right now. Much love to the plasma beings, the golden plasma beings that are there. And to those crazy tree realms as well. The Pleiadian energies are vast. We do have always one thing in common that links us. It's kind of an unknown thing. You probably realize it if you know Pleiadian souls, but you can't put your finger on it. It doesn't matter how diverse they are from each other in your life. You have souls on this planet. You have celebrities. We're not sure if we should mention them, but you have celebrities that are so vastly different that are Pleiadian souls. We cannot say whether or not they realize they are. I'm going to go ahead and tell you a couple of souls on your planet just to show you the diversity. If they are both musicians. One of them is a gentleman by the name of Trent Reznor, a little extreme for most. He is in a band you would call 9 Inch Nails, his one-man band. There is also a really soft female singer by the name of Sarah McLachlan. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, dear souls? To put it in your terms, they are both Pleiadian souls. That shows you the diversity. It's an innerness that we all have in common. It's an inner kind of a calmness to just want peace and just want, we want our own space, but we all want to be together, if that makes sense. That is why it's important that you yourself shift individually, yet to come together to the collective. We are a collective of one, but we are a collective of endless individual souls with their own paths. That's why you hear our host, when he describes a Pleiadian soul, about it being the most extreme thing and the most calm thing at the same time. All at once, the multidimensional you, and anchoring that all together. We will be here to continue to guide you. If you would like to make contact with us, and your intentions are of love and wanting to anchor the love vibrations into a higher frequency on the planet, put out the intention. Find somewhere nice and calm, or just when you're by yourself somewhere. We are the Crystal Blue Pleiadians. We do have lineage to another collective that our soul here that is hosting us. We have lineage to the Crystal Blue 13th dimensional Arcturians. We do have a lineage towards them, from them. And we will be there. We are the Crystal Blue Pleiadians. And we do come from a planet just southwest of Alcyone. Not just southwest, quite a ways southwest. But that's not really important. If you want to channel us, or you want to talk to us, you want guidance from us, put the intention out there. I can't guarantee you that it will be me, myself, but there are plenty of other beautiful souls. In fact, every soul is beautiful where I come from, so somebody will be in contact with you. My name again is Blumeness. You can put that intention out there for me. Or you can just put that intention out there for my collective, and if your intentions are right, and that's not to scare you, dear souls. We don't mean how you say it to us. We just mean if you're just in your hardest of hearts, no matter your actions, in your hardest of hearts, you're about pure love and peace. You can get a hold of us. We're not hard to find in the cosmos. With that, This has been Blumeness from the Crystal Blue Pleiadian Collective, somewhere just a little bit southwest of, Alcyone, the great central spiraling sun. We love her so much. And with that, we take you back to the host. Gosh, wow, and I've been saying too, the last few channelings I've done, I get really tired. This one I'm a little bit drained, but it's been better. I got a good night's sleep last night, and yeah, so I don't know what more to add to that. There will be more. Look, this is the 11-11-11 portal. I posted on Facebook last night on my timeline. I wish I would have done it the day before I posted it this morning early. It was already 11-11-11, but I have a video from 11-10 of 11, a day before 11-11-11, and you can hear me in the video going 11-11-11. I'm doing the talking. Well, my dad talks too, but we're taking a walk and kind of in a wooded area. Well, we're out in a clearing when I do the video, but we have the 4 dogs with us. My 2 that have passed away. Sparky, my love of my life, who passed away about a year and a half ago. It was really hard to post that. And then Embassy, my lab that died in 14. And my dad's, one of his dogs, Kaya, she passed away. The only one still alive in that video is Lily. It's called, if you want to look it up on YouTube even, you can. It's called Crazy Oregon Dogs. And you can see it's, there's probably other Crazy Oregon Dogs on YouTube, but that's a video. You'll see my dad in it. He's in the video. My voice is, I'm talking in it constantly. I don't know if I ever turn the camera around and show myself. I might. I couldn't watch it, to be honest with you. All I know is I do in one part go 11-11-11, 11-11-11. That was a pretty intense time. You see, it was just 28, let's see, 28. It was just 56 days short of being a year. No, it wasn't. Hold on, 19 plus 20. Okay, so it was 47 days short of being a year since I had my first contact. So I had been just a couple weeks under 11 months at that point. That's how long I had been in contact with them in this video. So it was pretty early on still. And it's hard, man. It was hard. It just, I still have his ashes, Sparky's, and I don't know what to do with him. I want to keep him forever. I'm having a hard time with this, losing him. My kids are grown now. I'm getting divorced. We've been separated for 2 years. It's time to move on. I'm so lonely, though, but I'm so grateful for this platform. I'm so lonely, but I'm not going to get into that. But I'm trying, man. I'm trying, you guys, to really stay in there and get the information out that I'm being given. There's a lot of love coming my way. I just wish some of it would come in a 3D form. And I'm not talking about intimacy. I'm talking about, like, yeah, it'd be cool to have somebody to chat with once in a while instead of just, because it's really just strictly right now we're on a mission, and it's busy. For me, it's like business with people. When I talk to them, it's cool, but, we've all got this mission on our plate. So we need to stay focused, and I need to stay focused too with that. Again, I'm just going to mention real quick where you can find any of our work. You can go to, Facebook and go to Rockin' Larry Lockin's social media outlets. Okay, sweetie, I know my little Lyran kitty, and he is incarnated from Lyra, this thing, man. When he was younger, he used to fly through the air and tackle birds. He's got forearms like a pit bull, and he don't mean to be like scratch you. If he does, he's just so strong, he don't know his own strength. But you can find me there at the Larry Lockin Network. It's by both names. The page is the Larry Lockin Network or Rockin' Larry Lockin social media outlets. Find everything where I'm at. I'm on just about everything, except for like SoundCloud, Spotify, and WeChat, I think. Those are the only 3, and Oculus that I'm not on. I say that because when you link a social media to a page or your timeline, it gives you a list of, you've probably seen this, it gives you a list of the different social platforms. Not all of them, but those are the ones I don't have that I've seen in there, and I'm sure there's a ton of others, but, I know I'm on a few that aren't on there, like Lemonade and Telegram and, a couple others, but yeah, it's just whatever for my platform. Some of them I wouldn't be on at all, but, I'm trying to, get a brand out there and get a message out there, so you got to do what you got to do, right, peeps? You can find me there, and also after the 5 YouTube channels, of course. Larry Lockin 1 channel at Pleiadian Express Productions /YouTube. Larry Lockin 2 channel at Pleiadian Light Grid Project /YouTube. Larry Lockin 3 channel at Arcturian Arcturian Blue Crystal Angels / YouTube. 4. Larry Lockin 4 channel at Pleiadian and Angelic Rainbow Orbs. And that's also a fake Facebook page, the Pleiadian and Angelic Rainbow Orbs. Please go like it. It'll be 10 years old on January 25th. It'll be 10 years old. It should have been up by... Okay, I was ready to roll with it in early November, but all these glitches, and I don't remember, everything stood in my way. I was almost finished with the idea. For some reason, that page was giving me trouble. And I have older ones, and I didn't know why this one was, but it went up. But, okay, the last one is Larry Lockin 5 channel at Pleiadian Blue Love and Healing / YouTube. Okay, so that's it. With that, Rockin' Larry Lockin bidding you a wonderful and glorious and blessed 11111. No, that was 13 years ago. Sorry, 1111124. And I better get out because I'm out because I got a lot more channelings to do. In fact, one last thing. Look, the Lyran thing, I don't know when I'm going to get that out. That's going to probably take some time. I'm going to have to do that in volumes. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I got to tell you this. I went into trance to do that. I did go into trance for. So I got out of it and was done like 4 hours later, right? And I said, man, you know, because I type myself messages to my private message on Facebook. I have a private message that's to me. And I type my notes there for shows and stuff. And I thought to myself, man, there was 3 or 4 times I had to start a new message because I typed in too many words. Yeah, oh boy, did I 19 times, and I was just about to run out on the 20th, so you can say 20. I mean, literally, I was a sentence away, it looked like, from having to go to another page, or another message even, at 21st. Yeah. So anyway, it's Rockin' Lockin', I'm out.